Last time I was in Peterborough, you all got mad at me because I didn't stop at Nostalgic Journey, so I thought it was time that I finally checked it out. Welcome back to my channel, but if you're new here, my name is Kayla. I'm a Canadian vintage reseller. I have 3 booth spaces. I sell on Etsy, I do pop-up markets, and I also create YouTube videos where I go thrifting and vintage hunting throughout Southern Ontario. Basket's adorable. Is that Ford? I think that says Ford. Can we please bring back Gumby? And I say this as someone who is too young to have watched it other than in reruns. This 1970s embroidery piece was really pretty and it was only $24. I put it on my mental short list, but then I forgot all about it until I just saw this footage, and now I'm kicking myself for not having bought it. That is beautiful. 89. I don't usually buy a lot at antique malls. As a reseller, the prices are often too high to leave enough room for profit. Every once in a while, though, you find that one piece that's still worth picking up, so I always think it's worth taking a look. I have to say, this place is very deceiving from the outside. I did not think it was this big. I ended up getting lost multiple times, even though they have arrows on the floor, which I don't know if they've always been there or if they're just like a leftover from the pandemic. But I did find those helpful to figure out the flow. But, you get distracted by all the shiny objects. So I did get lost a few times. I was considering the Birds of Toronto book. Since I have a booth that's in Toronto, I thought it would be perfect. However, it was $10, which is a great price. It just didn't leave a lot of room to be able to make a profit on it. Pyrex bowls were so hot a few years ago, but that trend seems to have come to an end. However, I still love them, especially these classic colors. So I just found a wicker giraffe in the wild. It's a white one. It's $175. But it immediately made me think of Andy from All Put Together, because she has a pink one. It's 26.
It needs a little bit of a wash. Letterboxes are ready to be picked up.
Cute.
Someone came in for their 10th anniversary or last.
I sold a very similar bag recently, which is why I was taking a look at this one. The inside condition wasn't as good as I had hoped it would be, so I decided to leave this behind. This brass frame was so pretty and it was priced at $50. I think this would look so good with a mirror inside. Be a great statement piece in a living room or on a vanity or quite literally anywhere. There's a few things that I'm looking for myself right now, including 1970s Tupperware tumblers in as many colors as I can find. And I'm also looking for a vintage radio, preferably battery rather than the plug-in. I currently have an Echo in my kitchen, and the sound is too clean, if that makes any sense. I actually kind of like the crackly sound that you get from old radios. And I don't know, it feels warmer somehow, and I'd really like it to be battery so that I could take it outside while I am gardening. It does work, but it is $29, so I'll have to think about that. Okay. All radios 20% off. Okay. Where are the radios? Oh, way up top. Okay, not quite what I'm looking for. Oh, or should I get a little TV for the kitchen? That's cute. Oh, more radios. Cool. Okay, what is that? Oh. Okay, so I have this set. I'm always curious at what people have them for. So they have it in store for $65. Okay, this is hilarious. The little toilet. It's made in Canada. It's $5. Is it cracked? Okay, I'm gonna get that. That is so funny. That's really pretty. The frame. Oh, it's $15. It's actually not bad. I know it's just like a piece of paper on the inside. Okay. Please, please, please help me a fortune. Okay, it's 42. I drove to the other side of Peterborough to visit Craftworks and Antiques at the Barn. The upper level is more of a gift store slash like home decor store. They have handmade Mennonite furniture up there. There's clothing, a lot of great like giftware stuff, and they have food as well, butter tarts, meat pies, all that kind of stuff. But my main focus was in the lower level where they have an antique store of over 40 vendors. Oh, does it do something? I don't know. Might actually blow the whistle, but I'm not gonna try because it freaks me out. It's really pretty. 95. Oops. And this one, that's an interesting shape. This one's 118. Kind of loving this table. It's on sale for 15. It is a little wobbly, but I think that can be fixed.
Hey, look at the phones.
This back section was quite loud because it had all the fans going, which was made it more comfortable, but I hadn't realized exactly how loud it was until I was trying to listen to this footage. So I was talking through a lot of these clips, but you can't hear me because it's just like fan noise so loud. And I guess that's what happens when it's like 1,000,000 degrees outside and super humid. But anyways, I digress. This vase here, I really liked this, and it was only $6, and I meant to go back for it, but I completely forgot about it. Usually when I go around antique malls, especially with filming, I try to keep my hands empty so it's just easier for me to pick up items and to film. So oftentimes I just make a mental list of what I need to go back for. But clearly this time, even at this store and the other store, I forgot about items and that I didn't buy. So I'm kind of a little bit mad at myself for that. I jokingly looked at this radio since I was on the hunt for a vintage radio. But obviously this is not what I was looking for. If you happen to be on the hunt for a life-size Harrison Ford cutout, this one is here waiting for you, and it's only $75. I really liked this yellow vase and that like Art Deco kind of style. I've been trying to add more color back into my home since I was a victim of the whole millennial gray fad. So I'm trying to like erase all the gray from my house and just add back fun color and, some whimsy pieces. I saw so many of these choppers and I'm actually interested in getting one. I just don't know if they work well. So like if you have one, let me know. Do they work well, or are they more of just like a decor item? I wish I could get one of these older TVs that would just like play endless streams of like Gilligan's Island and Happy Days and the Mary Tyler Moore Show, like all of those old shows, because it just would not be the same like watching modern television on one of these old ones, but unfortunately it just doesn't work that way. This Feeney Walker clock and perpetual calendar was really cool. It was only $48, which was actually a great price because these can go for quite a bit online. Are these Kikashis? Oh, they are. I hate that it says I love you. Oh, how cute are these tins? They are 12. A set of 3. So I've been looking for one of these, the ones that say butter on the top, and this one is 17. It's a little bit bigger than what I had wanted, so I think I'll pass on that one. I am in brass heaven here. Yeah, this one's 28. Got this copper one here in the back for 28 also. I'm always on the hunt for these brass easels because they're actually one of my best sellers in my Etsy shop. So I'm always like keeping an eye out for ones that are underpriced, and they can sell for quite a bit in my Etsy shop. And this little dresser here, I was looking at this because I thought this would actually work perfect as a nightstand, but I'm so undecided, so I just ended up leaving it, even though it honestly would have worked perfect. Piggy bank. What? Oh, that's so cute. Giant chip. Okay, so apparently I'm finding all the toilets today. Okay, so I saw someone on Instagram who had one of these, and now I want one, even though I use a Keurig. But it's 95. Wait, seriously, there's even more of these. I never see them, and I've seen like 15 here. Where it goes. Yes. Okay, there's 3. Let's see if I can find some more. Okay, that's... Oh, it's like enamel on copper. That's interesting. Oh, a set of 4. They do have measurements on them. 2 ounce, I think. Unfortunately, I did not film a haul video for you, but instead I am going to show you my new booth space. I moved from just like a shelf section into a 5x5 like last week, and I'm really liking how it turned out. I had thrifted this pink cabinet, which inspired me to do like a really bright wall. And I really like how it just like everything just pops off the wall, and it's like a fun, bright space. And because it's not large, I wanted to be able to like draw people in with a little bit of like fun and whimsy. And it's working because I've sold a bunch already, and my rent was covered within the first 5 days, which is fantastic. The space is located at Vintage Vendors in Oshawa. I'll put the address up here for you. And if you're in the neighborhood, come check it out. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.